Hey, it's Soleil, and this is episode 246 of the Orange Pill Investor. And MicroStrategy is down $10 off of 52-week highs, so they're dead to me. And I'm going to talk about Tesla instead. I did a video the other day saying that there are better investments than Bitcoin, Tesla being one. I got a little bit of flack for that. Uh, I think I even got called incredibly stupid and worse. But what I meant by that is not necessarily as a store of value. You can self custody. You can hold Bitcoin as a self sovereign asset. They're number one. No one else can do that. No other property can you guarantee ownership of it by just storing the passphrase in your brain wallet and traveling to another country and just reconstituting your wealth out of thin air. So no other asset can compete with Bitcoin in for that utility. It's the most useful money that the world has ever created. But that's not what I meant. What I meant was there are going to be things that the human race finds useful, and those things, because they're so useful, uh, when Bitcoin is the medium of exchange from the whole world, there are going to be products and services that are going to be so awesome that you'll be more than happy to part with your Bitcoin to purchase it. Cure for cancer comes to mind, but you know, personally, I want a fleet of Optimus robots to do my bidding, and none of that is what I actually wanted to talk about. But I am talking about Tesla again because I was watching some of the footage for the hurricane, and of course, the mountains were destroyed by freak weather accident that is like 100 years occurrence, freak of nature type of thing. And now Florida's about to get blasted. And I just see a future where a hurricane is, a week out and everybody knows it. And you will be able to just press a button on your phone. And if you are in an area with a natural disaster that's coming, it will summon a fleet of driverless Tesla robotaxis. And there will be millions of people across the country who will donate their FSD Tesla to the robo rescue effort, whatever interesting name they come up with. And we had the Cajun Navy that came and helped out. I think was that during Katrina, whatever the hell the last hurricane was that got flooded. I actually have a good friend from high school that went down there with a boat and helped himself. But just anybody with an FSD Tesla is going to be able to just say, yeah, I'll donate. And a frickin' swarm of robotaxis are going to descend on an area in an orderly fashion. The AI is going to map the routes to lessen the traffic and make sure nobody gets stopped. And it's going to know the locations of all of the places to charge the vehicles, and nobody's going to have to worry about running out of gas on the side of the road and having 50 gallons of freaking gas in their trunk to make sure that they make it out of Florida. And it's you're just going to be able to get rescued at the press of a button. And that's just, one half-ass idea that I came up with. But there's going to be so many more things that the world is going to be capable of, and that companies are going to provide solutions for humanity. And a lot of that is actually because of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the first honest, uncorruptible ledger that the world has ever seen. So it's going to start cleansing the world of financial corruption. And instead of companies being able to game the system and whoever can lobby Congress the best gets favorable, laws and all of that happy horseshit, companies with good ideas and good intentions that actually serve humankind are going to go to the top of, largest market cap, most profitable. And for right now, during this bull market, Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, I don't think anybody beats them. So over the next 12 months during this bull run, it's Bitcoin, it's MicroStrategy, hands down. However, when I start taking some profits next year and I start eliminating debt and I start eliminating my leverage, I start eliminating all of the long calls that I have and either exercising them to add additional MicroStrategy shares. But of course, we'll have to probably sell some to pay for it. Some of those profits, when MicroStrategy is at all-time highs, will be pouring into Tesla. Uh, as far as I can tell, regardless of whether Elon is at the helm or not, they have such an insurmountable lead on the data accumulation. They're going to solve full self-driving before anybody else. All of these other rideshare programs are just basically smoke and mirrors. It's all mapped out. If you take one of those ones that are having ride shares in San Francisco and you drop them off in any other frickin' city in the world, and they'll just cry uncle. They're just completely clueless. Um, and and every one of their cars has like thousands of dollars of expensive instrumentation on them. So their solutions, even if they did beat Tesla in the short term, their solutions are unsustainable. But Tesla's already got millions of cars on the road with adequate solutions. They don't have to change their vehicles at all. They're already scaling. So they've already won the race. Uh, they're going to have robo-taxis. They're going to use the robo-taxi FSD ability. They're just going to plug that into the frickin' robots, and the robots will begin to interact with the world in the same way that the cars, which are basically just wheeled robots, interact with the world. So they're going to have the first robots that can just act autonomously as well. And then, of course, Elon Musk owns X, so he's got firsthand language data that he can use to train his AI models and have one of the best large language models operating in his robots. So he's going to have the 3D world figured out. He's going to have the communication with the damn bot figured out, and all of this is going to be exponentially beneficial to the human race. The amount of production that we will be able to accomplish, going from 8 billion to people to 8 billion people plus 8 billion robots that can work practically 24/7, is going to be freaking insane. And I can't even begin to imagine what the world will truly look like. And being able to summon rescue with a click of your phone is just one idea from an idiot like myself. And the real solution will probably be 100 or 10 times better. But that's the future I see. And companies like Tesla, there may be others. I don't really know. Tesla and MicroStrategy are the only two that I really follow. But that's kind of what I meant, is that there will be good companies with good solutions, good products. The world is going to want them. Those companies will be rewarded, and people will be more than happy to part with their Bitcoin for products that make their lives better. So with that, I will sign off. Be good, Joe.